So I'm an idiot. Yes, I am doing Doki Doki again. Doki Doki illiterate club, apparently. But no. And my microphone sensitivity was way too high last time. So hopefully this is a bit better. More, well, less loud. I'm gonna look around here for a little bit. See if we can see anything. Yeah, you can't do anything there. There was something... Whoa. That's all the saves. Passwords? What? Okay. 2, 3, 1. I'm so confused. It's time to check. No. This is audio. That's interesting. Not sure what's going on there. Internal. So I'm curious because, whoa. Meeting notes. None of these can be opened. They're not real file types. Here's one thing to interesting to note when you go to the characters. Monika's, like, file size is so much bigger than the rest of them. And then it's Sayori, then Natsuki, and then Yuri's got the smallest file size for some reason. But you can't open any of their files. Anyways. Have we got any side stories? We are going into the main game again. Whoa, I've got the microphone way too close today. This game is not suitable for children who are easily disturbed. So we left off here. We might have to play back. Hi, Ganaragati. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. I also want more cupcakes. Oh my god, hold on the mic. I'm gonna test if it's still working, or how good it sounds. That was weird. The thing went back up even though I moved it down. Well, I'm back at the illiterate club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise to Iragati. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment to you. For you. God damn it. Alright, we're back. We're going straight to the dyslexia, apparently. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. But come on, like he deserves any slack. Sora told me he didn't want to join the club any clubs this year. Any last year, too. I don't know if you plan to come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Is that a threat? You're like 4 foot tall. I could probably kick you out the window. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. There's nothing wrong with a manga collection. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry guys. I regret this always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning, my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy and it's distracting. And you're a mess. Filthy mess. And you always set your houses on fire once. You almost set your house on fire once, not always, Jesus Christ. I'm saying that's a bit more concerning. Is that so? Not doing that. You two really are good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and I regret this can become good friends too? Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me in. Oh, you're even boys. Brought you something today, you know? Wait, Jesus Christ. Me? Not really. Don't be sure. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Serenade? What? Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What did I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gestures from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal of it if you don't want me to be. Alright, here's a bomb. Well, here. Whoa, oh, okay, it's a book. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? How am I accidentally going to pull a trigger in my brain? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite reading. Rutro. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna try and read better, I swear. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Mono to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But it doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. My dog is laying on her back right now, and it looks kind of funny. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. Ugh. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh. Jesus Christ, words. Sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. So I did do Natsuki right. Wait, that sounds really bad. I meant like the poem. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? I would hate that. And I'd murder the person who did it. Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes? Manga is one of the things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, we look like one of those people. Oh, we look like one of the major anime geeks. Oh god. I see. There's a lone volume of manga amongst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull out the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches out of my hand immediately. Oh, I added a word there. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right in the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I read that as a question. That wasn't. That was also her saying it. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box she's admiring. Parfait girls? I don't know how to say that correctly, so please hope I pronounced that right. Or my non-existent viewers might judge me. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic, or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge me, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Okay, you win. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, I regret this. That was pretty good. That was actually really well set up. Because in this is a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Oh god, 1 second. Rubbing my nose. Ugh. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. This sounds kind of familiar. It's exceedingly Mo. Don't just stand there. I don't know how to say that. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Whoa. Hey now. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling for me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. No. I guess it's easier to be closer together like this. Don't say it like that. Don't just say that. You make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't expect to be sitting this close to her either. I'm gonna save real quick. We'll do it over this save, it's not that important. Not that I say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming this additional spot, while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read at the beginning? You don't go back and flip for the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? But nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these, since it's rare for the writer to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Okay, my guinea pig was drinking from the water bottle. I was, like, so paranoid I was hearing stuff in-game. Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? Yeah. I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. That just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. Later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they go into all their backstories and when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Whoa. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. I'm not doing that. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Okay, that was kind of funny. I'm not doing that noise. Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Whoa, okay, this is getting a bit weird now. Hold on. Good save. Is it? Ah, this chapter seems like it's about baking. Okay, this is just a guess. Is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking, what? Enjoy it too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Do you base the things you do off in your life off of manga? Because then there's a couple scary mangas I hope you don't read. Like, I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. Oh my god, I just said that. God damn it. Listen, wherever floats your boat, I need to go check if my microphone's still working. We cool. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Aha. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Thank you. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? We read on for a few more minutes. I don't like this angle. You genuinely look like a child, and this is a very uncomfortable situation if you are. We read on for a few more minutes. I've finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince one of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Sorry if I read too fast, I might slow down a bit. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. Okay, what the hell's happening? Stuff's actually happening in my room right now and I don't know what. I just heard something drop, I didn't see anything. I'm not paranoid, this is like... Okay then. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up to them without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet. Makes me want to punch him in the face. Ugh, I know those kind of people. Also, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. At least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? I'm not doing that. Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly Natsuki starts laughing. I'm not doing that. I totally forgot that happens. What happens? I can't see the pages technically. I think I've been staring at you this whole time. Natsuki puts her fingers on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. Does that sound like any characters here? Natsuki, Sayori, Minori? Maybe Sayori. Not Yuri. Definitely not Monica. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. Oof. Yeah, sounds about right. But it gets especially bad when, I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish the chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. I think I genuinely prefer Natsuki's storyline over the others. I also just like her character more than the others. I don't know. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connected with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, that thought makes me smile. A little to myself. Okay everyone, are you all ready with today's poems? Oh come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides a good 12 inches away from me. And then across the entire classroom. Then leaves. Then runs away. Then gets hit by a car. Anyways. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I said it mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. Rude. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. I'm sure you will. By tomorrow. I only got part way through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I scared of what would happen if I don't finish it? Maybe a bit both. Alright then, I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? No, I forgot. Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Siri, where have you been this whole time? I'll be right back. Sorry, that was really weird. Did I save? Is my microphone working? Sarah and Monica enthusiastically put out their poems. Sarah is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. These are big words I don't know. Because again, I'm apparently illiterate. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Nope. Still complimented her, I see. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show the poem to first? We'll go straight to Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. I regret this. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. This is getting way too personal for me. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? Not really. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. I'm not doing the laughs. Don't worry, I regret this. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? It's that sort of barrier we will all learn to get soon. English. Yeah, that's true. I hand my poem to Monica. She starts freaking out and is so confused. You drew a picture of an elephant. I like it. It's a great elephant drawing. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. The elephant? Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. Yeah, that's crazy. She's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. There's a lot of poems or stories out there that no more than a few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids. But if you think about them, they can express views of the world that could apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying Natsuki is kind of like that. Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert. But you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. I could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a bit biased toward their own kinds of styles. That will always help you find what suits you most. So don't force yourself to write that way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Only me. You have to only impress me. Because I'm judgmental, and I think your poem sucks. I'm just being nice. Okay, that was kind of creepy. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction this annoys the neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel. Blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late, I don't want to say that word. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright, it was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That's it. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be very powerful, if you knew how to read, unlike me, because I'm illiterate. That joke is going to get old so soon. I'm also paranoid because I moved positions, so I feel like the mic stopped working. We have to make a compilation of every time I check my mic. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had kind of an epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it kind of comes on too strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to go get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way you can think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. We're gonna avoid Natsuki until the end part, because that's kind of the goal. Sorry. Oh my goodness. This is so good. Is it? This is so good. I regret it. I love it. I have no idea you're such a good writer. Sorry. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Hey, it's good to be honest. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's that I regret this poem. Oh, that's so good. I'm so happy I named myself that at the beginning. And that makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sarah hugs the sheet against her chest. Siri, stop going off. You're so weird, Sarah. I'm really happy you just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. What? See? It's like I said before, I regret this. I'm gonna wait till it stops making me laugh, but for now it's perfect. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, are you? You know? Trying to do things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori? I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's a part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That would be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay. Now you heard my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Apparently everyone sucks at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play, or are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Real? Say alright. This is just a guess, but did you write this did you wait until morning to write this? No? Just a little bit? You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes you feel a little better about yourself. Don't be mean. I still try my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that the poem was bad. It came out nice and... how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I was actually about to say that as well. God damn it. Fine, just take my joke. Take my humor. Whatever. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. I'm not doing that. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. The next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I poem to next? Yuri is gonna be so insulting. Yuri stares at the poem. I mean, it passes more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. It sucks. This is your first time writing a poem, right? I was close enough. Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that might be after reading through it. Nah, so it's that bad. No... Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gone anywhere. I might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were we saying? Right, it's just there were specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and then they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it is as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are some different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. I'm sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my... What? The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the lost yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green. I have no idea what that says. Hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I was thinking that all. No, I was. I could barely read that. But you took a long time to read. No, I didn't. I was over quite quickly. Well, it's just don't read script very often. Actually, I think your handwriting's pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since this was our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Now, listen. I'm not here to kink shame anyone, but actually the story isn't about ghosts at all. I regret this. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Okay, first you say I take too long to read it, now you're saying that I just glanced over it? Remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. Yuri, you're so boring to talk to. You take forever to explain stuff. I genuinely don't care about this, I'm gonna be honest. I'm quickly reading through it, you can try to as well. I just don't want to read through this like an actual voice. I'm counting on you. Okay, this is the one I was looking for. Natsuki. Okay, well, let's start with things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. And then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could be doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. I'll be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem that makes me go, ha, well, it's not great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. My bad? I hope you're happy. I mean... So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Ugh. Natsuki retort. What retort gets caught in her throat? You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you, you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Are you projecting? Pretty sure you never actually said that. I said that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me do it if I don't. Eagles can fly. The music. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all again, a literate club, sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of writing poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't... I swear I keep hearing stuff. I'm gonna watch back through this video. Your writing style wouldn't make you any less, your message any less valid. I'm not saying that in the voice she does. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it's hard to hit. But it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. Well, that means... That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew. I guess that's everyone. And Yuri was the most boring to talk to. I don't like her. I glanced around the room. That was a lot more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literate club after all. I sighed. I guess what I ended up getting myself into. I guess that's what I ended up getting. Across the room, Sarah and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks? Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just mean the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? And you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would ask someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sarah liked it. And I regret this did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I came across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And I regret this like my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. The music's gone again. Oh, here we go. Nope, never mind. Here it comes again. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that I regret this appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I'm not saying that. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like the fight, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there. I regret this. It's just put in perfect places sometimes. She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If you get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? Wow, you're using big words I don't even know. Meaning should jump out of the reader. Wow, that was horrible. Jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep expressive words in our language. So people can act posh and fancy, actually. I just skipped something, whoops. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right? Well. How did I get myself dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I knew anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. I'm picking Natsuki. Yuri? You're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that. I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job of that. Yeah. It did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. That's not Natsuki. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. You were a child. Oh my god, look at the... I didn't even look at the face. Look. What we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing. And sharing can be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticisms can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sarah is nodding vigorously. Yes, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a good writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. I'm reading way too quickly, but I just want to get through this part, because I just want to get to the actual horror. She finally mutters that barely audible. Yuri. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I would also kill myself. I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure the nice didn't mean everything she said. So you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me. The thing about, Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sarah and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about... Jesus Christ. That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sorry. I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she'd appreciate it. Sorry, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. What about that? We're past that. Where were you? Could you be useful for once? Everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you. I regret this. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace lazing around. We got a little too used to. So me joining the club was reasonable, responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, that's not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do reading things in the club room, so you can take the chance to pick a book or do something right. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. What about? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. No. Reading books. Of course. I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. Because you actually have good ideas. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in a literature club means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. I'm skipping past all this. I regret this. How about you? This is so boring. So your poem will turn out even better. I think to myself. I did learn a lot more than the kinds of poems everyone likes. If any luck, that means I know to myself with newfound determination. I regret this. Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. Actually, it has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? Stop, Sayori. I don't care. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? No. No. Jesus Christ, I failed to read that. I said it too fast. It's like I'm trying to talk really quickly. Like I said, I just want to get through the boring stuff, because honestly, this isn't that interesting. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. Maybe Yuri, but I just wanted your opinion on it. I can see what made good friends we are. Phew. You know, I regret this. It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. Every day is going to be so much fun. Does it really stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sarah. I pat Sarah on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori's internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Okay, time to make the poem and video's ending. That was an easy pick. Oh. Oh, didn't mean to do Precious. I remember that one. Oh, didn't mean that one.